Good morning, trucking junkies. We're getting unloaded. Got two of them working on me. See? Check it out. All right, so we're done. It's hot out there, man. Hot. Not really hot, humid. How about that? They helped me fold my tarps, get my tarps off, get the bungees off. Two people unloading me. I was in here and out of here in less than an hour. Can't beat that, man. I was just waiting on a job, going back to Fort Smith more than likely. We're headed to Fort Smith for a deadhead. Then they'll give us a job when we get down there. Hopefully it won't take too long to get us a job. We can get done and get home. Let's go. Oh, we're here at Fort Smith. We just got a job. We're going to International Crankshaft again in Georgetown, Kentucky. And that's going to deliver on Tuesday. I'm going to check. Yup, Tuesday. So we'll be driving again on Monday. We have a bowling tournament this weekend. Yay! We leave tomorrow. And we're gonna bowl. Hopefully we'll be able to bowl tomorrow night, and then hopefully we'll be able to bowl a little bit Saturday before the tournament, and then the pros are gonna bowl again on Sunday, and we're gonna watch that. So can't beat it. Love it. Mirror eye system. So you guys want to know about the mirror eye system, huh? Well, I got a bunch of stuff to say about the mirror eye system. There are very few YouTube videos about this system. I only found, I don't know, a handful from the company that makes it. And it's I like it a lot. I'm getting used to watching it and not not trying to use my outside mirrors as much. It's still a little tricky using them to back up. If I'm backing up any kind of distance, it's still a little tricky. You got to get used to it. But the system is it's gonna I think everybody's gonna have it eventually, because I can see a lot more with this system than I can just out of the mirrors, and I don't have to take my hands off of anything. I don't have to mess with the mirror at all, take my hands off the wheels or any of that stuff. It automatically does it all for you. But let me show you the controls, and then we'll talk about some of the features and stuff. All right, so down here are the controls. So these two controls here, they control how wide the camera angle is. All right, so you click on that, and then you can turn it like so, and it will move the mirror. See that? All right, but it will automatically do that for you when you're turning. When you're turning, it'll automatically widen out and you can see more. And the button on the other side is the same thing. So you have this button here, which is your night vision. You push that on, and it changes the color of the mirror system, and it will also allow you to see in the dark. So that's one push. That's what it normally is in the light. And then when you push it, see the color change? That right there, it'll show up a lot more stuff at night when it's dark. They are heated, and they automatically adjust. So when the system turns on, it automatically heats the thing. All right. So those are the functionalities of it as far as what's on the system down here. I just had a guy not paying attention, came to the wrong truck. He opened my door. I'm sitting here. He was playing on his phone. Hilarious. Another feature is when you're doing a blind side back, which A blind side, your left side is your sight side, and your right side is your blind side. And the reason why they call it a blind side is because you normally can't see enough, you can't adjust your mirrors enough to actually see where you're going with the back of the trailer. With this system, you can see everything. It widens out enough to where I have blindsided into stuff, and of course it was, you know, it was kind of a wide open space, and I wouldn't do it if I were blindsiding in beside another truck. But just testing the system, blindsiding back into a parking spot that was clear, I could see it all. I could see everything. And you can't do that with just your mirrors. You got to get out and look. But this thing is just, you can see from one side of the trailer to the other. It is amazing. When they get it all approved and they take the mirrors off, another benefit of this system is it's going to be fuel saving like nobody's business. 1 to 3% per truck in fuel savings when you take the mirrors off. I mean, and with Maverick, that's, you know, roughly 1,500 trucks, right? You take the mirrors off at let's just cut it in half, a 2% savings per truck times 1,500 trucks. That's a lot of fuel. That is a lot of fuel not going into the air. That's a lot of fuel, you know, not being processed, having to buy. A lot of emissions not going into the air. It's just a good thing all around. And they've designed them to where, you know, they're aerodynamic, and it just, your fuel savings are ridiculous. So the mirror eye system's all about safety, right? And nothing shows this better than the thought that went into driving in the rain. Look at the difference between what I see in this mirror and what I see in that mirror versus what I see on the mirror eye system. Look at this. That's thanks to the hydrophobic coating that they put on the cameras. So what does that mean? That means that it's like Rain-X permanently on the camera. It sheds water, it sheds dust. And it's clear. You can't get that. Look at the difference. See the difference? You cannot, it's real hard to see. If they didn't have their lights on, I could barely see those vehicles. With this system, I can see those vehicles. I can see the vehicles on the other side without their lights on. I mean, it's driving in the rain with this system is a game changer. I'm telling you. Another advantage of this mirror eye system is that it eliminates sun glare. So I've got the sun coming into my field of vision now that I'm going around this corner, and there is a complete difference between the way that looks and the way this looks. The sun glare, because it's going through that screen, it just doesn't hit your eye. It doesn't blind you. And any trucker knows out there that sun glare in a mirror is not good. The only two things that I have a problem with this system is, number one, I'm used to looking at my mirrors outside, so it's taken me a little longer to get used to this and not want to look at my mirrors. There are some times when I still do, but eventually I will get to where I just want to look at this, right? The other thing about it is like I said, the backing up. It's a little disorienting when you're backing up a long distance. Like when I park at where I park in BB, sometimes I have to back up a little further than I'm used to, especially like backing into a dock and stuff, and that can be a little disorienting too. But the more I do it, the more I'm getting used to it, and I think it'll work out. So you're probably asking you the same question that I asked. What happens if you take the mirrors off and then the system goes out? That company's got that covered. They've got 5 different systems that run those cameras. Each one of those systems has 2 graphical processing units, GPUs. So if one goes out, the system will it'll just switch over to the other one, and it won't, and then that system won't go out. Now if a complete system goes out, there are 4 more systems that will take over. So if one of them goes, you've got 5 chances for it to screw up and you not have an image. Hey, I'm trying to do a video here. I'm creeping. People are loud. But anyway, so yeah, so after learning that, I was not worried about that system going out at all. They can take my mirrors, I don't care. I mean, it's just, when you put that much thought into it, and you got to have images, there it is, right? You're probably also wondering, does the image show up on the monitor just as quick as it would in my mirror? Yes, it does. The latency or the lag time, whichever one you want to call it, there is none. I mean, it's just like having a mirror. I'll watch something go by my window, and it'll immediately show up in the system just like it does on the mirror. I mean, it's just they have put a lot of thought into this system, and I feel very comfortable using it. I think, like I said earlier, I think everybody's gonna have this system on their trucks at one point in time. The savings, the amount of things that you can see in it are just better. The savings on the fuel mileage is better. It's a good system all around from what I'm seeing.